Can I ask you something honest? When you hear people talking about AI, ChatGPT, Claude, prompts, automation, passive income, do you actually understand what they mean? Or do you smile and nod and then go home and quietly wonder if you missed a memo that everyone else got? Because if that is you, you are not alone. And you are not behind. You just have not had someone explain this stuff in a way that actually makes sense yet. That ends today. I am going to answer the questions about AI that most beginners are too embarrassed to ask out loud. The ones you typed into Google at midnight and then deleted because they felt too basic. The ones you wanted to ask but did not because everyone around you seemed to already know the answers. No jargon, no judgment, no making you feel stupid for not already knowing things. Just honest, plain English answers, starting right now. And stay until the end because I am going to tell you exactly what to do today to get started. Not a vague suggestion, a specific action that takes less than 5 minutes. Let's go. First question. And I promise this is not as obvious as it sounds. What actually is AI? Not the Wikipedia definition. The real one. AI is software that learned from humans. It read billions of pages of text, looked at millions of images, studied millions of conversations, and it learned the patterns. It learned how sentences connect, how ideas flow, how questions get answered, how images look, and now it can generate new versions of all of those things that feel like a human made them. That is it. It is not a robot. It is not magic. It is not going to develop feelings and take over the world. It is a pattern recognition system that got so good at patterns that it can now do things that used to require a human brain. When you type something into Claude or ChatGPT, you are giving it a starting point. It continues the pattern. The more specific your starting point, the better the result. That is the whole game. And once you understand that, everything else about AI starts to make sense. Second question. This one comes up every single day. What is the difference between Claude and ChatGPT? Do I need both? Honest answer. They are more similar than different. Both write, research, explain, create, and help you think through problems. Both are genuinely useful for complete beginners. The real difference is personality. ChatGPT is direct and agreeable. Claude is more thoughtful. It pushes back more, adds more context, and is particularly strong at longer structured writing and honest analysis. Do you need both? No, pick one. Get genuinely good at it. Add the other later if you hit a wall. Most beginners waste weeks jumping between tools instead of getting deep with one. One tool used well beats 5 tools used badly every single time. Third question. And pay attention because this one stops more people from starting than almost anything else. Do I need to know how to code? No, not even slightly. Every AI tool that matters for building income online has a plain English interface. You type what you want, it responds. That is the entire technical requirement. You do not need to understand how AI works any more than you need to understand how an engine works to drive a car. Anyone telling you that you need technical skills to get started with AI is either solving a completely different problem than you are, or they are making this harder than it needs to be. Curiosity and consistency are the only skills that matter at the beginning. Full stop. Fourth question. This is the one nobody wants to say out loud. Is AI going to take my job? Here is the honest answer. Some tasks are being automated. Data entry, basic writing, image editing, research compilation, these are changing fast. If your entire job is built around tasks like those, the pressure is real and it is worth paying attention to. But here is what nobody says clearly enough. The people most at risk are not the ones learning to use AI. They are the ones ignoring it. Every person who learns to use these tools effectively right now becomes more valuable, not less, because they can do more in less time. That is not a threat. That is leverage. The reason you are watching this video right now is probably already the right instinct. Keep going. Fifth question. Where do I even start? This is the question underneath every other question on this list, and most people never get a straight answer. Here is the most direct one I can give you. Do not start by building a full AI tool stack. Do not spend a week reading about every tool that exists. Start by solving one problem with one tool and get one result. What is the single biggest thing slowing you down right now? Writing? Use Claude. Images? Use ChatGPT images. Research? Use Perplexity. Building a website? Use Card. Selling a product? Use Gumroad. One problem. One tool. One result. Then add the next tool when you hit the next wall. That sequence is how real progress happens, not by setting up 15 tools you never actually use. Sixth question, and this is the one most people are really asking underneath everything else. Can I actually make money with AI, or is it all hype? Yes. Real people are building real income using AI right now. Digital products, affiliate marketing, faceless YouTube channels, email newsletters, print-on-demand stores, all of these are working for complete beginners who started from zero. But here is the honest version nobody gives you. AI does not make money by itself. It makes the work faster and more accessible. The writing barrier, gone. The design barrier, dramatically lower. The research barrier, almost eliminated. The technical skill barrier, largely removed. What remains after all those barriers come down is still a real business that requires real consistent effort, just significantly less than before. Anyone promising you that AI will make you rich automatically is selling something. Anyone telling you AI cannot help you build income is not paying attention. The realistic version is somewhere in the middle, and that middle is genuinely exciting for anyone willing to show up consistently. Seventh question. What if I ask it something stupid? You will not break it. Claude and ChatGPT have processed billions of questions. Yours is not going to be the one that causes a problem. Ask the obvious questions. Ask the basic questions. Ask the questions you think everyone else already knows the answers to. The tool does not judge you. It just answers. And here is something most people do not realize. The more honest you are about what you do not know, the better the answers become. The beginner who types, "I have never done this before and I have no idea where to start. Can you help me figure out the right first step for my situation?" gets a dramatically more useful response than the beginner who tries to sound more advanced than they are. Be honest with the tool. It works better that way every single time. Now, here is exactly what I want you to do today. Not tomorrow. Today. Open Claude or ChatGPT, whichever one you have access to right now. Type this exactly. I am a complete beginner who wants to build an online income stream using AI tools. I have no experience and no audience. Can you ask me 5 questions that will help you give me the most specific starting point for my exact situation? Let it ask you the questions. Answer them honestly. See what it tells you. That conversation will give you more clarity than 3 hours of watching YouTube videos about AI, including this one. Because it will be specific to you and your situation rather than a general answer designed for everyone. The free AI toolkit linked below covers the 7 tools that matter most for building from zero. No overwhelm, no unnecessary complexity, just the stack that actually moves the needle for complete beginners. Grab it before you do anything else. One more thing before you go. Next week, I am covering something every beginner hears constantly, but almost nobody actually explains. The real vocabulary of AI. What a prompt actually is. What an agent does. What automation really means. All the words that get thrown around in every AI conversation that nobody ever stops to define in plain English. If this video made AI feel less overwhelming, that one will make the entire landscape click into place. Subscribe now so you do not miss it. It is the natural next step after everything we covered today. I will see you in the next one.